We haven't done this in a while. Actually, me and Jeff together. And no, I'm not folding clothes. Something I was going to wear, but decided to wear this. Talk a little bit, ramble a little bit before everybody can show up. I think I'm live. I can't see anything. I want to make sure though, because I can't see how many people. Oh, there it is. I guess they redid everything. Make sure. I don't ever turn the chat on. You guys can. We got one person now. They moved everything too. They moved everything around on me, so I'm going to make sure I am going live. Shore Porch Gulf Coast is live. Got 5 people. There I am. There I am. Cool. All right. I'm going to stop. Turn that over. Get rid of it. Well, I'll look at the comments if they are any entertaining ones. We have people showing up. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel just checked in. I do this. Rachel does it too. This live stream that I'm on 5 different channels tonight, and I'm not on the channel that was hacked, so it's only on my Facebook page. What I want you guys to do too is I want you to share everything and go into that Shore Porch International. I know a lot of the Shore Porch people should be watching tonight, and share everything. Actually share, invite a lot of people to come into that channel. What's up, guys? Invite a lot of people to come into that channel. I'm going to turn this off in a minute. That way I can concentrate on what I have to do and don't get into looking at answering questions or anything like that. I tend to flow a lot better too. Tend to flow a lot better when Jeff's over there, because he's going to bring him on later on, and then not just together. I'm at the house. I've got my stuff set up back over here, but guys, we need to the Shore Porch page got hacked on Facebook. 20,000 plus followers on there, and it's just like, and they don't know when they're. What's up, Bob? They don't know. And Bob, I was joking the other day about exit. If you don't know, come on now. I know you text me. Love you. I love you, brother. So it's just, we're trying to get that page, because 20,000 is a lot of people that are following you, and we advertised a lot. So I'm kind of going to go over a lot of that stuff starting off here. We got a lot of reps out there. What I do suggest to a lot of you reps, and this is going to be in the future when I start talking to a lot of our reps about our product and the new products that's coming out, that we had a big meeting on Monday. And in that meeting, we talked about how can we better get a lot of our reps out there information. There was a lot of ideas that we're going to actually put out. A lot of you reps, out there that are involved, it's going to get really good for you guys. You're going to be able to see, what's coming, whether the dates that are coming. That way you'll be informed, if it's, a 220 bat, or I'm talking about compression, right? 220, 225, or a 200, 205. Tara, what's up? I think your bat's going out tomorrow, Tara. So what we want to do is, because you guys are reps for Shore Porch, is give you guys as much information as we can. I'm thinking about, on that membership channel, opening up to a lot of discussions about what I did when I started doing bat reviews, and basically camera angles, because I think a lot of guys out there that either do video, a lot of guys and girls out there that do video, they don't understand the camera angle. Mine is down lower, about 2 feet, 3 feet off the ground, angling up. That way they can see the trajectory of the ball. So the things that I've learned the last 17 years are probably going to be on that membership channel on my YouTube channel. So I would suggest you guys go over there and join it. It's $5, $4.99 a month, something like that. And the information is well worth it that I'm going to start putting out there. And it's not just talking about our stuff that's coming out. And up to a point, I will talk about things that about the technology instead of just giving names of stuff that we mix in. Just tell you guys it's a different type of material or things like that on that membership channel. Talk to Rachel about it. Talk to everybody about it. Tara too. You know, those are our top girls that excel. Stacy. You know, we got them all the way. Cindy, all the way around. What we want to do, and another thing too, that a lot of people are asking about that factory hitter / pro hitter. That let me do this, guys. That's actually gone away. It is not coming back. Right? We've decided to go in a different direction when it comes to that. Now, the advisory staff has been put on hold. There's a lot of stuff we have to talk about. The people that, you know, we have some people that we want to get on there, but we don't want to flood it. You know, like, and a lot of people on there that don't know weight distribution numbers or barrel flex or what bat fits, what bats fits this person. More of a group of people that teach. You know, a more group of people that will sit at a booth and kind of help out and just talk to a lot of people that will go and definitely on that advisory staff. You got to know how to videotape stuff. You got to know how to do this. Get in front of a camera and talk about your bat or a bat that you like swinging at as a part of Short Porch. And I think that's a plus whenever you want to get on that advisory staff. It's just not going to, you know, you got to know Short Porch. You got to, you know, all the way down from the slow bat speed guys all the way down to the 100-mile-an-hour guys out there that are swinging it for us. You got to know what bat fits that person, and we're looking for a select few, and they will be from coast to coast as per Leslie and Jeff. They will be from Florida to California, all the way around, ladies and men. So we're kind of putting that together. We're going to brainstorm on that. That's kind of slow coming. It's not a priority because of what's going on right now with Short Porch. It's not a priority, but we do want to get a select few, not 150 of them in there. You know, and we don't want them from one area. We want them from all the way around because education is key when it comes to when you guys are purchasing Short Porch or want to buy Short Porch. That's how come our biggest, when we had that meeting on Monday, our biggest thing was teaching, educating, right? Because there is some people out there that, you know, we're taking phone calls every day on asking questions, and it gets directed to either me or Cage or Kristen. You know, Erica does the best she can up front. But still, they don't know what bat is made for what person. And what I want to do I got weight distribution numbers coming, and they're going to be on the channel, which is Short Porch Cutting Edge. Not the channel, but the website, shortporchcuttingedge.com. That's mine. I'm going to put all of my weight distribution numbers on there. That way everybody can see the way I've been weight distribution numbers on bats for 17 years. And everybody knows that when they come up and ask. Guys, let me explain to you something about that too. Those weight numbers are not, they're my weight numbers. But what happened over the years is everybody got used to them because they are true numbers, right? Because the way I weigh them is different from other bat companies weigh theirs. And I did that on purpose years ago because I didn't want anybody stealing that weight distribution numbers that I had a formula in my head about. And Jeff has that same one. He had it for years, and we talked about that. That was one of the reasons I was a good fit for Short Porch, is because me and Jeff and Leslie think alike. When it comes to our weight distribution, there is a number, guys. There's a number in there that actually helps you hit the ball a lot better. There's a number in there that helps you hit the ball with a lot more distance, more exit velo. So that's what we're always striving for, better stuff. We're always doing that thing where Jeff always talks about it, where we're trying to find different ways to make our product a lot better. And I think we're going in the right direction when it comes to that. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I'm on all of them. I've, you know, like Leslie and Jeff, I've had a couple of channels that were hacked years ago. One of them wanted a ransom, and I'm trying to build those up. And the way that you guys can help us that are part of that Short Porch group is share. invite people to actually be a part of that. Short Porch International, that's the new one. And they're trying to get that other channel up and going because a lot of people went through the 20,000. People went through there, and that channel was pulling in 2 million views, 2-minute interaction, 2 million interactions every 28 days is what it is. So that was a big channel that we lost. Leslie's trying to get it back, and it's just going to take a little bit if ever we get it back. But what we're doing is preparing, because we did lose that channel, one of the biggest channels for Short Porch, and decided to, Leslie wanted to get Short Porch International. If we do get that other page back, it'll just be another page. That's all it will be. It will share on all of them. This going out tonight, I took the other channel off so it won't feed into that page that someone hacked halfway across the world into, so it won't go over there anymore. Or if it, or they even blocked it. I don't know if they blocked it or not. I think it has been shut down because it's being investigated from Meta, I guess, is doing all that stuff. So join, guys. We got invite everybody on groups. Another thing too, and I see this a lot too, is you guys want to be a true Short Porch rep. You guys want to, maybe get on that advisory staff. You got to show us what you're doing. I know other companies want one video a week. One video a week. That's all you have to do. I do 10 videos a day. Anywhere from 3 to 10, depending on my availability. If I'm not doing something, I'll do average 10 videos a day. So that's what we want to see. A lot of you guys are out there doing it. What I suggest that you do, you can put, let's say you're in Arizona. You can put Short Porch Arizona, Short Porch New Mexico. I did Short Porch Texas. That's out there. I've got like 5 or 6 different pages, groups out there that I actually go with. You can either do a page or a group and share with everybody. Every time you cut a video up to the kids out there, listen to this. And I'll talk about this on that membership channel. You need to share to groups. Rachel does it after or she does it before. I do it after. So I'll share to a lot of groups that I have on that Short Porch, and just letting everybody see. And you might get kicked out of the other groups. It all depends on what they want. I struggle with, a lot of people don't want anybody on there selling, but I was actually partly selling. I was pushing, and then I have a lot of informational stuff for seniors. So they kind of let me go in a little bit because I gave up a lot of information. I want to get back to doing that because I talked to a lot of people last week. Me and Todd were at that camp, that softball magazine camp, and I had a great time there. I didn't expect what we got. We got invited to talk with Bob O'Brien a little bit. Came by the tent and asked if we'd go over there and talk to a lot of the campers, and I think that was exciting. I think that was amazing, because I got to talk to a lot of people. And Bob, actually, it's a different perspective of what Bob thinks, and then he asked me to talk with a group of Mike, and was there, DeMarie was there, and all those other companies that were there. Rawlings was there. And he just basically got up and talked to everybody about their ideas on how to better themselves. And the campers would ask questions. I like that. That's stuff I like doing, educational stuff. So I talked a little bit last Friday about about grassroots. I think what we're doing is getting back to the grassroots, back to the AA, AAA, major guys that are out there and that want to get better. They want to get fitted. They want to have bats put in their hands that will better benefit their swing. And I think Short Porch is going that right direction to get it there. So guys, I have groups out there too, guys. I have groups out there. I got a buy, sell, and trade. And if you're from another bat company, you want to sell on that group, that buy, sell, and trade, it's senior softball buy, sell, and trade. Get in there. I've got 4,000 subscribers. Get in there and sell your stuff. I don't care. I've got a senior softball bat review group too. If you're a influencer, you're a bat review person, you can share on that page. I'm not biased toward anybody. I don't care if I never was. I don't care if you get up there and advertise on my page, my group, about you are trying to promote a bat. We're not that way. We're not that way. We don't talk about other bat companies. And I think that's what we're trying to get away from. We see it and we try to get away from it and not even talk about that stuff. but you got to answer the questions, because I have two of those groups are private. So if you want to join that group, you got to answer the questions. I have a lot of people that don't answer questions and they get kicked out. I have another person that actually goes and looks at that page that's from another bat company, and I trust her, and she monitors it. So if you don't ask questions, you're automatically kicked out. If you do or say anything that she doesn't like, because I trust her 100%, she's gonna kick you out, right? If she thinks that you're trying to poach, or she thinks you're trying to screw somebody, she's gonna boom, you're gone. She's gonna kick you out. So we just answer the questions when it comes to that. Short Porch Cutting Edge, there's going to be weight distribution numbers on that. shortporchcuttingedge.com. Weight distribution numbers up there on all the bats that we have. They will not be going on the Short Porch page. They will be going on Short Porch Cutting Edge. So you guys can go there. Video. I always say this, guys, and you guys are doing an amazing job when it comes to that. You guys are putting out a lot of video. There's another thing too I do want to address, and I want to clarify this because this has been talked about ever since I was in Texas, and I just want to clear something up, is this. Yes, I do wear skinny jeans. It was actually exposed by Zena Rossi back in Texas, and yes, I have worn them for a long time. I wear yoga pants too. I mean, that's something that I like doing, and that's just me. And I want you guys to respect my space when it comes to that, and don't be a whenever it comes to me doing that. I'm upset about it, and because I got called out yesterday about it when I was hitting. No, that's not a tear. That's just me getting mad. And today I was talking a conversation about lost a good friend about 2 hours ago, whenever they asked me if I wore skinny jeans, and I said yes, and that was it. And they just hung up the phone, and I lost a friend because of that. If you guys are going to judge me because I do wear skinny jeans, then you just need to delete me, because it's something I've been doing for a long time. And I do wear yoga pants, and yes, been wearing it for a long time, and it's been exposed. I hope you guys don't hate me for it, but it's just something that I like doing, and it's something that I will not stop doing, and I will not change doing it. The one thing another thing too, that what we see, and I've been away for, I think this weekend's gonna be the first weekend. This weekend's gonna be the first weekend I've been home for about 3 weekends, and one thing that I do see a lot across the board is instant gratification. A lot of people walk up to the tent and they don't want to break anything in, and we're trying to fit, right? We're trying to fit people at that softball camp, and one young, he's actually going to be a rep for us, but one young kid come by, and he wanted my bat because he heard so much about it. And I said, no, you don't need my bat. You need a Brandon Murray, but we didn't have a Brandon Murray there. And he goes, was your bat out here? And I said, yeah. And then it had probably 150 swings on it. Compression tested at 175. So I wouldn't have stuck him right into that bat. And this guy can hit. I mean, he hit really good. He gets out there and blows it up about 30 swings into it. And it's nonstop, because these guys get up there and they just hit and they hit and they hit, and they don't baby it. They just get up there because they only have a certain amount of time to get up there and take swings in that camp, that softball magazine camp. He come back and he blew it up. And I said, I told you, you need to pick up this bat. There were 2 bats. The Hot Mama was one of them. I said, take that Hot Mama out there and swing it. Todd actually told him to do that. And the guy got out there and just started mashing. And Brandon Murray's bat came the next day, which handles Brandon Murray, and it would handle him because of that high bat speed. And he fell in love with it, turned around and bought one. And then in the camp, they gave away door prizes. So he won one in a door prize, Brandon Murray's bat. It was a 27. He won a 26. He came back and traded it out. Todd traded it out for him. So yeah, the problem that we have across the board is, and with us, is they want that instant gratification. I tell guys, you're going to have great 2 tournaments out of it. 100, less than 100 swings, if you're taking BP with it before. So probably about 100 swings, you're going to blow it up. And they said, we don't care. We actually don't care. We want hot. What's the hottest thing here? Okay. Everything's hot. It's just how fast you want to get it there. We have bats over here that are 220 compression, 225. We got bats over there 200 compression. But be advised, don't be coming back over here, bringing that bat back over here, after you bought it, because I'm warning you. And in Florida, it was 50 in the mornings. It was probably 55, 60. That's still too cold. And the one thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, man, is we're still getting it nowadays. I had a guy, and I don't mean to get on people, but our bats don't have our senior bats don't have warranty. I'm head of the bat division. I'm head of that. I do research. I'm head of research and development. And guys, our bats don't have warranties. They don't. So, and I'm sitting there educating you guys, do not swing the bat in cold weather. What I consider cold, under 65 degrees, because if it's under 65 and you're out there hitting it, okay, the bat has been cold all night long. Well, we were inside hitting, I keep on hearing this, we're inside hitting 80-degree weather. What was it the day before? What were the balls? Were your balls in 80-degree weather for, 7 days? They had to get cold sometime, because this time of year it's cold. It could be cold 3 days ago, and all of a sudden you're hitting 3 days later. That ball is, I know, because I pitched this. I've been doing this for years. I pitched those balls in the morning when I was in Texas. Those balls are still cool, and hard. So being educated is the main thing, right? And bat has no warranty. And the people that we deal with are great people. I mean, we deal with some good people, but there's those little guys that try to get away with murder. My personal bat, somebody turned in a bat, said he cracked it. And I said, you know what? Here's my personal bat. I sent it to him, 0 swings. And I turned around and sent it back to him. He gets mad because he thought that we sent him a demo bat. It tested at 220. It tested at 200 compression. It was my personal bat. The bat tape was my bat tape that was on it. That little bit of bat tape that I put on my bats, that was on. He was mad, saying he's going to other bat companies, not coming to us. I don't think we say so. Okay, I tried, but that was my personal bat. I really didn't have to do it, But those guys makes it bad for everybody else, because we don't know who to trust. And this time of year across the board, and I've been preaching this for 17 years now, across the board, you should not take your gamers out there and just swing, because you're damaging them. And this is with top tier bat companies that are out there. You can do it. Here's the problem. You can do it with a low tier bat company. You can't do it with no top tier bat company. We don't build our bats to last 1,000 swings. We build our bats for performance, right? The day of the 3,000 swings, I'm not going to talk about that company. The day about the 3,000 swings with high performance are gone. Gone. You can't make those bats anymore. Different testing, right? So you guys are thinking that's going to come back. It ain't coming back. That's never coming back, And those bats are grandfathered in, right? They couldn't be past the NTS testing. They're grandfathered in. I understand that. But how old are they too? I'm not going to, they're just, they're going on 10 years. Are they going on 10 years old? The OG? The red knobs, I think, going on 10 years. You can't, it degrades because of weather, so you guys be advised when you're picking up a bat like that, you don't know where it's been. I've seen it. I've seen it through seniors saying this bat doesn't perform, and it was supposed to be a top tier bat out there, but we don't have a warranty, guys. We don't have a warranty on bats. And then you guys, one guy said it's 20 degrees outside. He went and hit inside at 75, and he's mad because he didn't get his bat warranted. He blew it up. It's 20 degrees outside. Common sense. Do not swing your bats in cool weather. It does the damage before you even get out and start playing, 80, 85 degree weather. It was beautiful in Florida. It was amazing in Florida. Today it was great today in North Carolina. There were some people up there hitting, South Carolina people up there hitting. So yeah, it was great. What I like for a lot of you guys out there to do with short course is be an influencer, talk, learn to get in front of somebody. And this is probably right here the hardest, because you got to get in front of a bunch of a crowd and the people are talking. You can't skip words. If you do get misspoke, it gets dealt back to you that you said this, or, hey, or you do stumble with your words. You got to be the person that gets up there and doesn't give a about, you see how I'm watching? You see how I'm catching I'm trying to straighten that up too, the language part. So I'm a work in progress. So definitely, I like to see a lot more people being influencers. It doesn't matter if you show a porch or not. Spread the word, guys. Spread the word. Get it out there. Talk about your shit. I can say the S word, right? I can say S word. No more factory heaters. I talked about that. We are going to talk about talked about another thing too, is a lot of the reps that we have coming on. You guys want to be a rep, depending on where you're at. We do need reps on different states. I'm not going to tell you what they are, where they are. Just call in. Somebody called in from Houston the other day. We don't have anybody close to Houston. So I actually asked him if he wanted to be a rep, because he loves swinging short porch and he knows about the weight distribution. He knows about the barrel flex. You're going to be asked a lot of these questions if you want to be a rep. If you're in it to make money, we would prefer that you not hit other bats in games if you're going to be a rep for us. That means you're not 100% committed to be a rep if you're going to swing. So if you're in it for the money and just want to make money, because short porch is the hot thing right now, our U-trip bats are blowing up, and you just want to make a dime, I would say no to you, because you're going to take money out of our true reps that swing our product, that don't believe in our product. Because if you don't believe in our product, you're not going to swing our product. So I would vote that down. Or if I ever see you doing it, you're gone, So I actually have one of our top guys that works for us that actually has pictures of people. And here's the deal too. If you think, the reason I say pictures, if you think you can get away with it and get out there and swing other people's stuff, because you want to go there or whatever, you're not committed. There are people in the stands with cameras, and all they got to do is, I talk. Okay. I talk to the people that are in the other companies, and they'll rat you out too. So I'm just telling you, we catch you one time. There's no second chance when it comes to that. You're going to be gone. We do have a portal. We're going to set up going forward, as we had that big meeting on Monday. More information. Leslie was talking about in that meeting about more information for a lot of the reps out there to get you guys in tune on what's coming, because I think we need to do that to you guys. That way you're prepared on what's coming and how you can distribute it, how many you need to get, and that's going to be a great idea, Leslie, but that's going to be coming soon. She's going to put it all together, because she's got her hands full with all this hacking. She's been working. I left the office today. What was it, about 6:30? She was still there, and because of all this hacking stuff, she's trying to get a lot of stuff taken care of. That way, it's better, and it informs you guys better. Jeff's going to come on here in probably another 10 minutes, but we're going to do a lot more giveaways. There is BB cord Jeff was going to talk about later on that I'm going to let him handle. If you guys, this is another thing too. You guys, I have a pitch safe. I love it. I love my pitch safe, my pitching screen. I take it with me everywhere. I've had 2 guys in 17 years that I've been doing this. I've had 2 pitch safes. I got the composite one, and then I got the aluminum one recently. Well, in the move, I lost 2 of the poles. I reached out, I emailed, because the same guy that I've talked to for 17 years, and I actually would promote them on my senior softball bat reviews. I had videos up of those guys too, and I promote them really well. Well, I can't get a hold of them. So, and been trying since I got here, and I had one that I lost about 6 months ago. I mean, Mikey and Betty are probably on here watching, and Zena. I've been putting a different pole in there, right? It was a telescopic pole that I use on a camera. I've been putting that in there. Kind of it's black and it's aluminum, but it's not as strong. So Zena's been beating that thing up. It's all bent and everything. And I reached out to him 6 months ago. No reply via email. And then I got on Facebook and I asked, hey, is anybody know if they're even doing it anymore? Because I don't see any advertising on it. So somebody told me, These are guys that don't even watch my podcast, asking me bat questions. What did we do to the unload on the X-Bat? Did you guys bump it up? Okay, I can answer that tomorrow during the day. So what I did was I put out like an all points bulletin. Can you guys know where I can get those top 2 polls, because I've lost them. I lost one about 6 months ago, and I lost one in the move. And everybody was saying they haven't answered their text messages via or phone calls or answered them on the email. So somebody texted me and said, just order it. And I'm like, well, I just ordered it. Are they in business? He said, I ordered the pose about 2 weeks ago and I got them within 4 days. Shit. So I ordered it about 2 days ago and they shipped yesterday. So I guess he's not, you can still buy the stuff. It's available if it's in stock. You know, that's pitch safe. You know, you can still buy the stuff. He just ain't answer the phone. And I understand that part. He's probably so busy he can't answer emails. Because if you think about it, that is probably the best pitching screen that I've ever had. It gets beat up with all of our guys hitting it. I got the aluminum one, not the composite, not the fiberglass. It was fiberglass. Not the fiberglass one, but I got the aluminum one, and they beat it up. Murray Williams smokes it. I mean, whenever I was in San Antonio, and I think they have one. So I left them. They have one already, and I brought mine back here. We don't have one here. So I wanted to take it with me. And another thing, too, that I got the other day, too, that I ordered was a mat. Guys, if you guys hit off of a mat, I got to have my feet really sturdy. I got to have my feet, when I'm swinging, I got to have my feet sturdy. I cannot lose grip with that front foot. I cannot lose. He's telling me how good he's hitting that X-Bat, so I can't get into that. I don't want to look at that. I got to have my front foot sturdy. I got to have my back foot sturdy. It's got to be locked, right? When I step, like talk about stepping on something, when I step, I've got to have that locked in there, right? Whenever I swing. Jeff got us a mat, and it's a long one where I don't have to go back and forth, pulling forward and backwards. That is the best thing. We hit with it yesterday, and everybody loves it on that mat. And I'm gonna carry it with me everywhere I go when we do bat demo. When we do bat demo up and down the coast, I'm gonna actually carry that thing with me everywhere I go. So yes, definitely. Jeff's gonna get on here. He already messaged me. You guys want pitch safe? Get on there, order it. Don't worry about it. He sends you a confirmation number that you ordered it, and boom, it's going to be shipped to you. And that's fine with me. I don't have to talk to him. Demos. When we go, okay, I hit in I didn't hit there. I took some bats up there, probably 12 or 15 bats up there to that softball magazine camp. I took all of them back, right? Because what we do with it, we're kind of funneling them in, funneling them out. We're not taking them to the next demo because they lost compression. We don't want to put you and the guys in a bat. You're gonna lose a lot of compression in it. So we're gonna pick and choose. Like the ones that were 160 or below, I kept them to the side. And I'll take those to the next one. The ladies can swing it, and the guys with that lower bat speed can swing, because that's about what their bat number on that compression should be. But the ones that are higher than that, I bring them in. I do compression testing on them. We brought in some that were 190, 195, 200. I give them the cage to sell. So if you guys ever are looking for a demo bat at a cheap price that we had, there's no warranty on it, even on the U-Trip bats, because we got some U-Trip bats that I brought in too that pass compression. So if you guys get a hold of Cage, okay, and if you reps want them, get a hold of Cage. I brought in about, I left him with probably 6 or 7 of them the other day. So get a hold of him, and he can funnel those out. That way whenever I do come up there and I want 10 bats, it won't be as bad whenever I get them and I can funnel them back in, and they're not being just thrown, right? And they go, because we do work with bats that actually are good for the ladies. So the ladies compression 150, because the short porch bats, right? 150, 155, 160. Only on that Kevlar, guys. Only that Kevlar on that X composite. 150, 155, 160. The girls love that bat. Your older seniors, 80-year-old guys, 75-year-old guys, they love that bat too. So we're going to funnel those, and pay, because we don't want to walk up to a demo day and have brand new bats, and then does it fit the ladies or it doesn't fit the older guys. So that's what we want to do. All the ones that we got that are over that compression, Cage is going to have them. So get a hold of him if you want to get some. I think I'm done. You know, I don't like.
What's going on?
I take on, dude. Here's the deal. I see you whenever, like, you call, and I'm like, I look at it. So you actually go to the side, right? So I got to click on the side, and you're doing this. Like, when's he gonna get up? When's he gonna quit talking? Like, that is funny. And then I click on you.
I was stretching it out.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. I was stretching. Yeah. What's going on, man? Where does that shirt come from?
That's Left Field Lounge last month.
Oh wow.
The Saturday detention. You got Left Field Lounge on the back, Short Porch on the sleeve. So I know Alan was wearing this month's. We can't show it, of course, but he was wearing this month's on his live. People found out and they were subscribing to get the this month's Left Field Lounge shirt, and which always happens, you know,
yeah.
when they get shown. So of course everybody loves Left Field Lounge, man. I mean, they were. Yeah, people were coming up to the tents and Challenge Cup talking about, hey, I got an $80 hoodie for Left Field Lounge. That's $30 a month. You know, how great is that? You know, so
I want to make something clear here too, because I did tell Leslie this, and they are coming. A lot of people, a lot of the ladies want, and I know that Leslie likes it too, is the cloth ones. You know, that have got a little bit of a stretch into it, but they like that cloth and that cotton. They got that cotton one that is Left Field Lounge, and I told Leslie about it. They are coming, guys, in that Left Field Lounge. That because a lot of people do subscribe to it and they get their shirts every month, but they are coming. I let Leslie know about it, and she's going to make you guys some of those too.
Yeah, it is. You know, Left Field Lounge is really growing. It's been growing and it's growing because everybody absolutely loves it. And I mean, for what it costs, and every month you get a great new surprise. It's awesome. So gonna be some real cool stuff coming up. I can't really give the surprises away for the next few months, of course, but I'll tell you, Left Field Lounge is some badass stuff. So you can go to our website, get on Left Field Lounge, or just go to leftfieldlounge.shop. It's Miss Leslie does a great job every month with it. So
let's talk about social media part, like what happened. It was yesterday, I guess. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah. Right? So what happened, and everybody knows we're very clever when it comes to computers and these kind of things. And we got hacked yesterday morning, and we got hacked by some very good hackers out of Malaysia, and we fought them all day to keep control of our page. And I guess about 7 o'clock last night, we lost control of the page. They actually, I won't get into details. They actually were very clever computer hackers and how they did it. And they got our page, and we had to report it, and everybody else jumped in and reported it. Facebook took it down. I don't know the recovery process and getting it back up, if we will get it or we not. I know Headbangers said they lost theirs last year, similar thing, and still never got it back. With their 80,000 followers, we had tons of followers on ours, and it was real sad. We did everything we could, but as we know, these kind of entities, when they, you know, there's some really good hackers out there in the world that know what they were doing. They were a little more well-versed faster than we were on on the fight for our page. And in the end, we kind of lost the battle, and that's what happened. So we started Short Porch International page today. It's growing like wildfire. In the last hour, we've had 150 followers, and we hope everybody jumps on the Short Porch International page so we can build it up to the 20,000 followers we had yesterday before we lost the 10-year-old. It was 9 years and 2 months since we had started that page, believe it or not, Dave.
Wow. That's and you have that yet? That's too bright for me. 20,000 plus followers. So
yeah, 20,000 plus followers. And we did about 2 million views on busy months, somewhere between 1 and 2 million views, as you know, per month. And that's a lot of views to have on one page, and to lose access to that was disheartening. It happens more than it should. These guys were very well versed in Facebook, and how they did it, like I said, was really clever. And it was taking us hour by hour to try to stop them and keep control of the page. And we almost had them. If we'd had another hour or two, I think we would have had them. But anyway, so we started a new page today. We're working with Facebook. Maybe we get it back, maybe we don't. And we'll have a new page up and running. We already do. So again, jump over on Short Porch International page, and
Invite.
you can, yeah, invite
Yeah.
everybody. So Leslie's going to be doing a ton of giveaways on that page for, as she gets to so many followers, we're going to be doing live back giveaways. And everybody knows she does that with the Left Field Lounge already. So if you like and subscribe to the not subscribe, if you just like the page and follow the Short Porch International page, you'll have a chance and opportunity to win free bats and free gear and free packages and all kind of good stuff. As she's just going to be promoting it across the country for people to like and follow our new Short Porch International page. And I'm sure she'll be punching in her Left Field Lounge website a lot while she's doing that. And she kind of leaves the bat selling to us, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She come up with a number. I thought she came up with a number on what the target number for bat giveaways, the target
Yeah.
number for merch giveaways, and just different things that she's going to be doing to promote that page to get everybody drawn into it.
Yeah.
And then,
She ra-
yeah,
she rattled that off to you today, but I can't remember off the top of my
yeah,
head.
it's
Yeah.
5,000, 10,000, and 20,000. There's going to be bat giveaways, but in between those, she's going to give away merch, right? So
Yeah.
you
She
don't
can
have
give
to
away
wait
money.
5 to 10. Those are going to be the big ones. There's going to be the bat giveaways, and she's going to do it
Yeah.
5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and then in between there, because it might take a little while to get to 5,000, she's going to do a merch giveaway. So there'll be
Yeah.
batting gloves,
I think tomorrow
t-shirt.
for the first 1,000, she's going to do a merch box
Yeah,
giveaway.
yeah,
So we'll probably reach that tonight, or because the way it looks right now. So she'll probably be doing that tomorrow, live on that new Short Porch International page. So again, the Short Porch International is just something Christian plug for fun. Because of all the clocks we used to have in there to keep up with all the times around the world, and Dave's time when he was in Texas, right? We had the
yeah,
San Antonio clock. We had our Asia facility clock. We had one in the Middle East, and we had a Canadian clock. So we had some real cool stuff. So he kind of plugged it as Short Porch International and as a joke, and that's why the new page is made Short Porch International. Somebody says right now we're 792 followers. So yeah,
yeah,
there'll be a merch giveaway tomorrow. And that
yeah,
page has only been, we started it after lunch today, right? It
yeah.
was after lunch
It's gotten
today.
there quick, hasn't it?
Yeah. So
Got there
yeah,
real.
it's getting there quick.
So
So
are we going to talk about? Well, I know we're going to talk about BB Core. Are we going to talk BB Core giveaway? Are we going to talk about any of that, or what are we going to do with that 34? You want to talk about that
yeah,
later?
that was kind of the 34 inches just for you to decide. So I'll leave that on you. I will say Dave is going to be in some key spots. He's going to be giving away some 34-inch BB core bats.
Yeah,
2 key spots of guys. As we found out that uh, we probably manufactured too many 34 inches, to be honest. So we want to get our bat out there, and we have a good amount of 34 inches. Most people swing 32 and 33 in the high school and college nowadays.
yeah.
So any big guys out there that want a chance to get a bat from Dave, call him up, touch base with him. If you're in an area and you'll promote and do some videos for Dave, I guarantee you he'll put a 34-inch bat in your hand. So
It's a BB Core bat, and you got to do video,
yeah,
and it's free.
yeah,
It's free,
free.
guys. Right.
Yeah, so here is the BB core that's launching, the Wig Popper BB core. And as everybody knows, and the simplest term about bats is hundreds of people have hit these BB cord bats, players, and quite simply, they just say they're hot, right? They just
Yeah.
say they're hot. And
Yeah. I've
that's
got,
what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear from players, because they
yes.
usually there's not senior softball. I get it. You may get more detail from players, but when you're talking about USSSA players or baseball players, they're just going to be like, hey, is the bat hot or not? Period. Hot
Yeah.
or not. And every player who's hit that bat says that darn thing is gas. So that's what we have with our BB cores. It performs, and everybody's in love with it. So I know Brandon's been busting his ass out there promoting it, and a lot of our reps. And another thing, guys, if you're a rep and you're on here, we're about to do some crazy rep pricing for BB cores just so they get out there across the country Friday with the drop of these Wig Popper BB cores. So there's going to be some big discounts for reps on the BB cores also. So you might want to tune in Friday. There'll be some emails going out tomorrow about that to all the reps. I will say this is stuff that just happened. So Dave and I hadn't discussed. This stuff is me and Leslie just talked about this afternoon. So.
Yeah. So I think it's a great idea. Plus, you get our product out there, because order too many
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
them. Order too many of them, and you got to be a big boy to swing that bat too. So
Yeah, on the
yeah,
34s. Yeah, on the 34s.
it's a great promotion for that BB core line to get it out there in people's hands. I've got people texting me right now, but I've had people down in Texas actually got a hold of me and said, hey, and I called them too,
Yeah.
and that have kids in high school and college that they want to get it in their hands. So just reach out, and it's for the 34 inch bat too. So that's the only one that we're going to do it. And then the rep pricing on Friday. But get a hold of me. I'll do more video on it later too, with the guys that are getting a hold of me. So just let me know, and then we'll move with that. But got a lot of good things coming. One thing that I talked about earlier that I wanted to kind of go through is Leslie came up with some great ideas about the reps on how to get them better knowing on to know better on what's coming out, right? No, because she was talking about on that there's like a group thing that she wants to do where everybody knows when the drops are going to be, they're not surprised by something, or they don't talk about it, and she come up with a good idea on Monday during that meeting about, we'll talk more about it later, but about that meeting to get more information to the reps that are reps with us, about the drops, what's coming out, who it's better for, what are the compression numbers on them. Yeah, you bought a compression tester today. It came in
Yeah, the
today for that BB
baseball compression
baseball.
tester. So, the baseball compression tester for college NCAA is 1250, right? And these were so high because they're alloy, they're not composite. That they should never get below 1250, but they were like 1700, right? Am I saying that
Yeah,
right? It wasn't 1700.
yeah,
It
it was
wasn't.
way high. It
Yeah,
might be high.
and
It
one
was
with
about
1,000 swings on it was still what, 1600, something like that.
16.
Yeah,
So
1600.
they're not gonna fail compression. They're
Yeah, and the whole thing with that is that the alloy bats aren't going to be that low in compression with any manufacturer. That's to catch people cheating, that are altering the bat. That's there. This isn't softball. The bats aren't going to get below compression.
yeah.
It's not really a thing for all you softballers. Somebody was just asking why no DDT spin tech. That's because of the weight. The DDT spin tech adds a lot of weight to the bat, and we were already having troubles manufacturing 25 ounce and 25 and a half into DDTs. So when we did the DDT spin tech, we had to start them at 26 and a half, 25 and 25 and a half, and USSSA softball is the #1 selling bats, and the bats are getting lighter every year. While I swing a 27 and a half, 26 ounce is no longer the #1 selling bat in USSSA,
No.
which is our largest market. It's 25 and 25 and a half.
Yes.
And it's not close. So it's 26 and a half right now in senior, because us senior guys still swing the older bats because we come from a day. For years, the most popular weight was 28 ounce guys. And now you can't even give away a 28 ounce hardly. So, so that's why So we're working on that. They will be out in the future, but the Spintech adds a lot of weight to the bat. And we've said it time and time again. The reason for no DDT Spintechs is weight right now, and it will change in the future. We're working on that.
So not yet,
but
but it's coming. But
yeah,
it's
it's
in the
coming. It's
future.
coming. It's coming. We're trying to find ways to correct the weight issues. So
Great. What do we? You were talking today about a bunch of stuff that's going on. Uh, um, what was the tournaments that we're sponsoring? The
yeah,
BSC.
yeah, the BSC, there's a pair of BSC. One we posted already with Clay Dickey, who is one of the biggest platforms in softball. The BSC, Clay Dickey runs amazing tournaments across the country. I think he's the most polarizing figure in USSSA softball, and it's not close. So with that being said, his tournaments are awesome. So Clay is coming to our house, Savannah, Georgia. That's our house. And in our house, we're going to do the sponsorship for the tournament, right? So,
Yeah.
and we're super excited about it, not just a little excited. So we're going to be on the ground. We're going to be giving away product at this event and working with Clay to make it the best event possible. His events are already some of the best in the country. Clay's events are. So with that being said, we're going to make the short porch event in Savannah really great for the BSC on the circuit, as I call it, because it was called the circuit back in the day for all us old guys. And also D Stubbs, as far as I know, is bringing a tournament, a BSC tournament to Savannah. He's the Georgia USSSA state director. I know he's really tight with Stacy Carr, and I love Stacy every time I talk to him. So I just wanted to plug that. So he's coming to Savannah. Cage already talked to him about us being the sponsor in that tournament also. I'm sure that'll probably happen. So that's two short porch sponsored tournaments right there where MVPs and such things probably will get bats. All the details haven't worked out yet, but it will be events. And the main ball used in the BSC guys is the short porch ball. Sean takes them to the tournaments. You don't have to use the short porch ball, but it is the ball mainly used at all the tournaments that those guys use. And Sean's always has balls there on hand. So
Where's Sean going to be this weekend? He's going to.
Sean's playing in Dalton in the TPSSA
Yeah.
senior tournament. Yeah, I think he's playing with Joe. I'm not sure if that's Joe Carter's 40s or 50s team. I'm unsure. I don't know if Stacy's on here. She probably can say. She was talking to me a little bit about it. So they're going up there. Brandon is down in Tampa with the Short Porch 50s team, playing there. And there's a lot of softball going on this weekend. And, you'll see short porch bats at all these fields. I know Cade said he was in Myrtle Beach. He took a ton of pictures. Short porch bats were all over Myrtle Beach as we become more and more popular. And we just want to talk to players about their experience and give their testimonial to how good the bats are, right?
Oh, definitely. I was I was in Florida for 3 weeks, and you're right. A lot of people are
Yeah.
a lot of people want to know what the hype is, and I think I told you guys this story last Friday where somebody ran up to the tent, was yelling about, all you guys do is hype things up, and he's talking about you guys. He was talking about all the bat manufacturers out there. All you got to do is all you guys sit up there. He didn't even know short porch. Nothing too is what I got was there's a few people out there that don't even know what short porch is, we just heard about you guys that you have some great bats. The one guy comes up and he had like 3 or 4 guys with him, and he was like being like, you guys hype things up, and what is this DDT thing, and you guys just saying this, and I go, well, here I'm gonna give you one, have you cut it open, and he was serious. Like I want to cut open, see if it is have weight in that connection and above that connection. I'm like, all right, man. I said, listen, and then all of a sudden he comes back with a crack one. And then he goes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. The next morning, he comes walking by me with a Sawzall, and he plugs it in it was loud. Like he was cutting it open in front of everybody because he thought he was going to prove us wrong. Right. And I said, hey,
Surely he didn't have the right blade, I'm sure.
I know, because he worked for 45 minutes And I
Yeah.
actually had to tell him, hey, you got to cut it out, man. He was just making a racket over there. I said, but I want you to videotape it if you happen to get it open, and I want you to tell everybody when you leave here. Tell everybody that hey, we don't do that. We don't sit there and hype it up, you know. And he found out, you know, it was what we said. So he came back, talked to him, really good. I think he bought it back too. So you know, he just and I understand what he's doing. He's just one of
Yeah,
those.
I understand, and we know one of the largest manufacturers just, had one of their guys go off and said they made a dual distribution bet when they didn't, and they didn't wait it just to try to get sales off our platform. And we know one of the big manufacturers guys down in Florida was just saying that, and it was just, and then guys cut his bat open. It's like, man, this guy's full of crap. It's no DDT like Short Porch. He's just, he's a 20-year supposedly pro, and he's getting on his platform and lying. He's just making it up to try to get sales off what Short Porch created. And people was just sending us hundreds of messages about him. And
Yeah,
this is the guy who claims to be a friend of mine. So,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
didn't want to say nothing to him. I felt bad about it. I get what he was trying to do. He was pushing his
Pushing his
agenda,
product down.
but that's them. Ours is factual. What was funny about the DDT, guys, Dave seen the mock-up I did of the DDT, or the he went through 2 years back, and I created it and sent it to him in a car on my phone, and he still had it. And it was
I still have
yeah, it was the mock-up
I
of the
still have it
bat, the
there.
design,
Yeah.
and fairly detailed to be done on a cell phone driving to Vegas.
It was very detailed and asked and actually shown how far it went in the barrel and how it tightened in, like when the handle
Yeah,
tightened in. Now
yeah.
here's another thing too. I heard this on Monday afternoon, and I seen text messages where guys said that this is so funny. I can't even. The guy said we thought about that. You know, we thought about that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? And then he shows a picture of a rubber grommet. You know, the rubber connection. I go, that's not what we're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not talking about the rubber piece. He talked about the rubber piece, and he showed a picture of it. That's my DDT. No, the rubber piece is a dampener that makes the connection on a two piece
But
not look so bad,
well,
right?
they were trying to kill the vibration, is what they were trying to do with those, a lot of dampeners. You're right, back then, because the two pieces were vibrating real bad back in the day when they first came out.
Yeah,
So
but
there was
this
a
is
lot of different things, but
okay.
some of the connections are just for looks. They're
Yeah,
not for
and he was
anything
saying
else.
that's his DDT. No, ours is totally different than that. It's not even in the same spot, right? I like when you do something like revolutionary that people say, "Well, I thought about that." You know, I thought about that
Well,
5 years ago. Well, dude, I have people that can come up and say that was part of senior softball bat reviews 15 years ago. I have four that were there 12,
yeah.
15 years ago. Now, if you're going back further than that, then where did you
Well,
build it? You can come
you
up with
know,
an idea, but unless you put it on pen and paper,
it's kind of like in the cars. There were a lot of people who wanted to revolutionize electric cars, for years, but it's all about who did it first and who did it best. So but
but if it,
it's, you know, I'm sure there was somebody along the line some year who thought about it
yeah,
that we don't even know, probably
no, we
gone,
don't,
maybe passed away, or,
yeah,
somebody probably thought of it one day. I think, it's a big world out there, and a lot of people,
oh,
you
it's
know,
not
but
something that somebody probably never thought
bringing it to life. We have some really cool designs we're working on right now,
of.
that we're trying to bring to life, and we most likely will have to life later this year. So that's the question. Can you bring your idea to life?
Yeah,
Just like a company, can you bring
and
your idea to life?
and if it would have failed, no, if it wasn't as good as it is, they wouldn't be talking about it. They would just let it. You know, it's just it's not, but it's good. It
Yeah.
does so many good things, and that's the feedback I'm getting from a lot of people on how many things it does good for their swing. It comes to the zone fast. They have more control of it because it's dual distribution. They can hit it
Mhm.
anywhere with precision, precision hitting, basically, is
Yeah.
what it is. That's what I get out of it.
Yeah. All the energy stays in the barrel. It's
No
one of the
feedback in it.
best. Yeah, no feedback in the hands. You can't make it vibrate. It's just not even possible. A
No,
lot of cool. It's a great design. We're thankful to have it, and I'll tell you, it took us a while to perfect it. Our first DDT we brought out was great. It was fantastic, but it's nothing like the DDTs we have now.
no,
So just like anything, everything's a work in progress, and that the DDTs we have right now are just taking the softball world by storm. And I'll be the first to say there's going to be DDT baseball bats come out in the future.
yeah.
So that's
Pitch
that's
back
coming.
to looking at that.
And the guys who have hit them demos, they already know, you know. So it's really good stuff. So we look for that to be coming out and later on this year also. So with some cool other stuff we're not going to get to right now. I I will plug the Psycho Tomato, guys. I will plug that because it is imminent. It will be our one of our next bat launches coming up. USSSA 2-piece DDT. Talking about DDT's 12 and a half, 0.5. They will come out. That is, would you say it's one of the not just one of the most incredible paint schemes you've seen by Shore Porch, but maybe ever? Would you say that?
I saw it the other day because I seen it on the bat. Like looking at it on the computer, I said, "How are you going to get that?
That's what I said. That's what
How are you
I
going to get
said.
that bat on that?
Yeah,
I'm going to get that paint on that bat." And then I seen the bat, and I'm like, "Holy, that's good. That's
yeah,
that's going to
it's
be
really good,
yeah,
really good.
really good."
Yeah. So
So
with that being said, them bats are going to come. They're going to go very quick, and guys, all you Shore Porch guys, be talking to Cage about the upcoming Psycho Tomato. They're going to start shipping our way in a few days. And I don't know that we'll launch it next week. It'll probably be first of the following week as soon as we can.
yeah,
And that thing is again, it's 12 and a half, 0.5 DDT, just like the Scared After Dark. And it's going to be fire. That bat is going to be fire with the coolest paint job to date. So can't wait for that. And it's going to be a good time with a lot of bat launches coming up really soon, as we have laid low longer than we have in probably a year, right?
well, I'm kind of glad though. I'm kind of
Yeah,
glad because this is the time of year where tournaments going to start ramping up. Right going forward in the next couple of weeks, tournaments going to start ramping up, and it's just too cold to get out there and hit our bats. Right? I mean, it's just too cold to get out there and hit a lot of bats. So I kind of kick back and relax because it's coming. Right?
yeah.
It's
We
coming
had
at the end of the
a flurry of bats for Bat Wars and Challenge Cup, and yeah, Challenge Cup was another one I wanted to talk about. The Challenge Cup and both Bat Wars events we did were just incredible. The DDT One Hot Mama was the story of the USSSA Bat Wars. As guys hit it. It was just phenomenal. So
yeah,
again, we're about to launch another DDT USSSA as we've sold out of all our USSSA bats. The senior monster barrel blackout was, man, people wasn't putting it down at the senior bat wars. They those bats were getting hit. They were a more game ready version than some of our other bats we had out there that were brand new, and they were just hitting bombs with the blackout monster barrel. It was the bat of the day, wouldn't you say?
oh, I agree,
Yeah.
100%. We had a lot of bats out there that a lot of people liked, and what better way? I mean, get those events and putting our product in those people's hands. I mean, it was amazing to see the look on those guys' faces when they're
Mhm.
hitting it, and then they want to jump on board. The one thing that I got with this softball magazine, this clinic, is that people are coming up and want to be a rep for us because they love their product so much when we're out there. That's how come it's so important. And we talked about this. We don't make a ton of money at those little tents, and but
Nah.
day and we grind it out and we make
Yeah.
connections with people. you
Yeah.
know, and we talk to people. I mean, that's what I love about doing it. You don't see it all there, but when you get back in the next couple of weeks, you start to see it, right? Because
Yeah. Hey, yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of work. There's not a ton of, you're not out there making a bunch of money for sure on the ground.
yeah,
So I seen somebody right here is asking if we're going to be in Reno. No, we won't be driving from Savannah to Reno. So I don't know if we'll have some reps out there, but we won't be there for sure. Unless Alan and Christian get a wild hair and decide to drive to Reno to do some gambling and go set up.
they might.
But yeah, you never know with them, but that where they'll be set up. Todd don't leave Florida much and does mostly senior events around Florida. So but the left field lounge bat, man, it is. Ooh, there's gonna be some people sad they didn't grab that one. The review guys went nuts over the left field lounge bats, first of all. Then Sean goes out there, pulls it out the wrapper, and it's hitting just bombs, I heard. And the bat, because it was a left field lounge bat, Leslie put on her site, it kind of got hidden. And man, oh man, is that bat nasty. So people just didn't know about it. I think there's people out there who don't know what it is, what I'm talking about, right?
I don't think they actually know or if it's available or where they can get it. I think a lot of people thought that it was basically for the left field lounge, and they're the only ones who could get it. They were on that left field lounge, but
Initially it was, but Leslie's opened it up. Anybody can go on there and buy it now. Yeah,
yes.
anybody.
But here's the deal with that bat. Swing wise, because of that grip spin on it, you said it earlier, it does add weight to that barrel through the whole barrel, right? So it adds weight to the
it's
whole
spread
barrel.
out through the barrel.
Yeah. So I love the way it swings, and I said this when I first swing it off a tee. Like when I was in hit tracks and I was hitting it off a tee, I love the way that bat swings. Sean loved the way that bat. Matter of fact, Sean took some with him. He took that.
He was going crazy over it.
Yeah, he took that demo that he was hitting, 26.5 ounce, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
And he took that with him. I love the way that bat swings. It's got great weight distribution in it, and that grip spin on it. That bat is.
And that's what we keep getting. People's getting the left field lounge bat, and they're texting us, Jesus, dude, why aren't people going nuts over this bat and we're not hearing about it? I'm like, there was a limited edition. It was on the left field lounge. And I think Chef put out a video. He said it was phenomenal. And I know Average Dudes is going to have a review come out. And I promise you, he likes the bat too, from what I hear. Every one of my friends who's hit that bat has texted me and been like, dude, how did y'all keep this a secret? What is going on? And I'm like, yeah, well, we wasn't really keeping it a secret. It just kind of how it landed.
Yeah.
So
but it's a good bat. That's a very good bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Autism. We have those in stock.
We have them in stock. Probably one of the most game ready, hot, out the wrapper bats we've had, right? That's what we could tell you.
I will say this, man, and that's how come I talked about everybody wants that instant gratification when it comes to bats. And you'll have these 100 mile an hour, 95 mile an hour exit velo guys that are come up and grabbing that bat and expecting to get a life out of it. And I tell them no. And Andy has 3 of them, right? And he loves that bat because it is a balanced bat. It's a DDT.
If you're a female, everybody who talked to me said it was the blackout flat cap that was selling for $700 hot. The one that didn't last long, that was that hot. Everybody was comparing the autism bat to the flat cap. The black, if they know about the flat cap blackout, it was the original ones. Didn't last very long. Super juiced hot bat. People were going crazy over on them, offering us they were offering us way too much money for them bats. And we were like, no, you only pay retail if you get them from Shore Porch. If you go on eBay and pay $800, and people that's on you. The autism bat is getting compared to that bat. I've never heard another bat get compared to that bat.
I'm going to have to say this about the autism bat. I actually think in swing wise, consistency, it's better. And the reason is because you got a DDT, and we talked about this. DDT is a different monster where it helps you strike the ball consistently because of the dual distribution. We didn't know that when we built it, right? We didn't know what the DDT was going to do. But with that
Yeah.
bat, you have, because it is a balanced bat. So people want that. Why do you pick a balanced bat? Well, because you want to spray the ball around and you want to be more consistent, right? This bat has extra consistency to it because it's a DDT. So it has dual distribution, which picks up your consistency on the end load. So what do you think it's going to do on a balanced bat? It's going to make it 10 times better on a balanced
Yeah.
bat. You already have consistency.
And
And it's
these
got
and
soft
these
barrel.
bats, guys, by this time now,
Okay.
they're yeah.
Jeff asked me about this bat, and I told him, and this is on me, right? I said, you need to do a balanced bat and a DDT and soften the barrel up. So that's what we did. And it has caught fire on those on those older bat speed, those lower bat speed. The ladies love it across the board. Every girl that's watching, every lady's watching this needs to get one, because across the board, that is the best bat for you ladies out there. And the older seniors too, the 60, 65, 70, that diminishing bat speed, you lead off hitters that are in that.
Or anyone who just wants the hottest bat out the wrapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is hot after we hit it the other. I got video of it going out this morning.
You don't need to break it in. Yeah, you don't need to
pick it up and just like I think Sean said, that was the second swing, and look how far that ball went.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we had a 26 out there. Come back. We took it out and hit it. We hit it the other day, right on Facebook Live. We hit it. What was it, Tuesday? We hit it Tuesday on Facebook Live. We came back and compression test on it. It was 180 compression test. And I bet we put over 120, 130 swings on it. And I actually wanted to get lower. I wanted to get lower because I like that.
I know Alan's been hitting that bat, and he knows he shouldn't. But when you're getting that kind of performance, he said he hit 6 solos. We were at the tournament. I said, Alan, how you doing? Man, I can't put the bat down. I hit 6 solos. My team's going to kill me. I'm like, man, if I hit 6 solos, I probably wouldn't put it down either. I'd keep on hitting them. We're here to sell bats.
But what he said was, I got 3 of them in my bag.
I got 3 of them in my bag. I don't care how thin it is. Yeah, he's something, man. It is a great bat. It is what you wanted it to be, because that was your vision for that bat.
Yes.
And it will. I think what's going to happen though is they're going to sell out, and because our balanced senior bat in production right now is the 1-piece, not the 2-piece. So everything cycles back around. People are going to be the resale on them autism bats are going to go through the roof.
And they might emerge again probably before Vegas.
Like. They'll cycle back into production. There's so many models we do. We just kind of go through all the U-Trip and senior models and go back through it on the types of models. So the 2-piece that didn't initially, if it would initially just sold out within a day or two, then we would have went right back into production with it. But it took them getting out there, and now people's going crazy over them, and it is going back into production real soon. So.
Monster bats, those took off. I don't know if you know if we have any left in the shop, do we? I don't know.
We do have 25 and a half and 26 and a half. The 27 and a half are sold out for whatever reason, which is strange, or maybe because I put a bunch in my office because that's the bat I gamer. So I think that says a lot about our bat, that I'm gamering it, and people see me hitting with them. So that says it all. You can go watch the videos. They're out there. So and I swung it at Challenge Cup. Sean Jones has been swinging it, who was the MVP from conference last year at the age of 50. He's swinging the monster barrel. He will be playing with Brandon and them swinging the monster barrel. Yeah, we do have 25 and a half, 26 and a half. It was a large production run, one of our largest production cycles in senior. That wasn't a Dave Velasquez model. So with that being said, we do have 25 and a half, 26 and a half still in stock, just no 27 and a half, which is surprising that the 27 and a half took off like that. So,
X-Bat, we talked about this. Do we have any kind of information? Because a lot of people, I'm in the office and I'm hearing people call me.
Yeah. So the X-Bats, much like they're imminent for coming out of production very soon. and we will have them in stock. It could be as soon as the end of next week. So
Sounds good. Rob
yeah.
Taylor of the X.
Yeah, we
UTEP
have
was
25s and 28 onlys in that one. And the U-Trip bat's coming out. The next U-Trip bat's a 2-piece. So we will have no more 1-pieces in for like 4 weeks on the U-Triple-SA. As Rob did a great job on those, and everybody involved did a great job on the U-Triple-SA Blackout X. And we're down just to 25 ounce and 28 ounce.
big question that
Yes.
I hear from everybody every day,
Yes.
and he's probably on here. Mike Masenko bat. When's
Hell
it?
yeah. Mike Masinka, the big cat. And I'm glad you mentioned him because I should mention him all the time. I talked to Mike.
Today?
I talked to him today, and I talked to him a lot. Mike, the greatest softball player of all time. He will have his signature 13-inch SpinTech bat coming out at around the 1st of next month or a little before, according to how quick we launch it. So it's going to be a few weeks still, and before those come out, and I'll let everybody know. Our production is triple what it was last year right now. So I'm trying to keep it all running smoothly, to be honest. And I don't want to give no exact dates in case they get delayed.
Yeah.
So I will say this, our bags got delayed at the ports because of the influx of stuff coming into the ports in California. So we're just about to get our bags in through the ports and out to us trucked across the country. They were supposed to be here a few weeks ago. Some people have been waiting on those bags already, and we apologize about that. It was out of our control. It was just influx of stuff coming into the ports in California that we weren't aware of that held some of our stuff up. So the bags are supposed to get over here real soon. It'll be here next week for sure, I would imagine. So we'll get those bags shipped out to everybody.
What's next on your plate? What do you got going on? I mean, you have tournaments coming up. Is there
Yeah, so I am I'm gonna be when I play next, I'm gonna play at the BSC in Aiken, South Carolina with Sean's team, the 50 and 50 plus BSC team, and Sean Thompson. They call themselves the Wig Poppers by Short Porch. So I'm going to be playing with those guys in Aiken. I'm looking forward to it. I love those tournaments, and Sean and I, we like playing together. I will say that. So Sean and I kind of feed off each other, and it's worked out. And I'll be there. I'll definitely be there in Aiken, South Carolina playing. If not before that, I'm not going to be down. I'm not available to go this weekend to Dalton and or Tampa to play, but I will be in Aiken in a couple weeks. So.
Sweet. What do we have going on with the tent? We have anything we're going to set any place up?
The tent's in Pompano, so we have a tent in Pompano, I believe, this weekend. Am I right in saying that? I'll have to check.
I think
I'm pretty
Todd,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
A big 2-week tournament there. Maybe like a 10-day tournament, I think is what he was talking to me about.
So that's what we have. We're going to be selling at the tent in Pompano this weekend. And from there, I'm not sure. Christian had eye surgery. So when Christian gets back, he'll be planning events. He and probably Alan will be going to some events here and there, and we'll be posting those. But Christian just had eye surgery, hadn't been in there in the last few days. And he's going to be planning to get on the ground and go to events, set up tents and all. But, until then, it's just, hey, guys, follow our new page, and we're going to be dropping a lot of new bat models coming up for the spring season. So you might want to stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. You know about some of the new stuff we have coming up. It's going to be really exciting. So
I just can't talk about it. That's another thing
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
I got in
And
trouble a lot on Monday.
yeah, oh
That
yeah.
was one of the things where I had to keep it in a vault, is what they say. I think I talk too much, which I do, but I'm trying to keep it down. I'm kind of trying to keep it all down. So definitely, we got a lot of good stuff coming. Thanks for coming on, Jeff.
Yeah,
Always,
man.
always great having you on here.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, buddy. That's it. Okay, the 2 things that I do really want to address before I get off, because I'm almost done here, and just hang on just a couple of minutes, man. The reps. I want to start something where I want to educate a lot of reps out there, because this is not like any other company, because we do fit. Nobody other company out there does it. We started doing it a long time ago. And I think it's the right way to go, because we're talking about, where you see it right behind me, the movement, right? So you see it there. So we want to fit people. Better way to fit people is not to have Jeff or Leslie or Christian talk about it, have me talk about it, because that's what I've been doing for a long time. It's fitting people in a bat, flex on a barrel, weight distribution, a handle flex, just things like that, which we got a 1 flex handle, and that's a no flex handle. It does flex just that much, just a little bit. You wouldn't even notice it. It doesn't swing like a log. I've swung bats that swing like a log from other companies. It doesn't swing like a log. It's great hands, great hands, flexing that hands, barrel flex. It all depends. So I want to get that out to a lot of other people. And if it has where you guys join a channel, and then I get on there and I put in twice a week, and I start talking about one subject at a time. That way I'm not overkilling and sit up here and talk, and I just one subject at that way. You can go back and look at maybe a 20-minute video of me talking about bat speed, something like that. Another thing too, before I get off, BB cores, you guys get a hold of me, let me know, call the office tomorrow. I'll be there all day. And just tell Eric I want to talk to Dave about the 34-inch. That's it, the 34-inch BB core bats to high school and college players. We want to get those in hands. The one thing I will say is, if you're calling tomorrow, if you call me right now, I already had Tara. Tara was the first one, and she knows. She's one of my top girls out there. She knows that she's going to put it in someone's hands and going to get video from them. So, and then get feedback. We want feedback. We want that, because that's the reason you're getting them for free, guys. It's really not free, basically. Let us know what you think about them, right? Give us a little interview on it. Little small video. And you don't know, you might do good in video, start you another career off. So, the guys I'm talking to, right? The guys that are swinging it, or the girls are swinging it, or whatever, if you do good in the video, you might start another career just doing that. I have 2 kids that are great at getting in front of the camera, and I'm trying to push them. One's hunting. As a matter of fact, I can tell you guys that right now is one of them is just got an LLC. His name is Bailey Brown Hunts is his name. Bailey Brown. You know who that guy's is? He's my kid. His name's Bailey Brown, right? Go look at tomorrow. Go and subscribe on YouTube to his hunting channel. He's got an LLC. He's starting to do guides. He's doing them all around. He's doing in New Zealand. He's doing in Africa. He's doing in Texas. And he's going to have a lot of places in Texas where he's going. His name's Bailey Brown. His first name's Talbert Bailey Brown Velasquez. That's what I named him. So he's using his middle, Bailey Brown Hunts, and look for him. He's out there. I'm plugging his stuff. I got a younger son that's powerlifting. He's 21, going to be 22. I think he just turned 22. So he's in January. He's a power lifter. I'm trying to get him into talking. He's a pretty boy kid, right? Big muscle. He does a lot of weights, and just get him on social media and talking. Guys, broaden your horizons. Get out there and start talking in front of the camera. I was horrible at it when I started. Last week, I talked to Rachel about this, and Bob. I was horrible. But I didn't do live. I actually did been on there for I did 30 takes on my first video talking about a bat. 30 takes, kept going back and forth, and I honed it. I can get up here and talk for a long time, but I honed it. Guys, get out there. The BB cores, my phone's going off right now. Rachel just got one coming to her too. The BB cores, let me know tomorrow. I've got a select few that I'm going to get rid of, and then I'll get them out to you. I've already got people that want them tonight. I'm going to go and start writing addresses down, and I'll get those out for you tomorrow. But if you guys know somebody high school that swings a 34-inch BB core bat, hook me up and I'll get them out to you. Thanks guys for watching.